I was Jason Hargrove, 25 and grinding through life in the underbelly of Chicago's industrial district. By day, I hauled crates at a shipping yard on the south side, my hands calloused and my back perpetually sore. Nights were for crashing in my rundown apartment building, a converted warehouse where the walls were thin and the plumbing groaned like an old man. I'd moved here after dropping out of community college, chasing some vague dream of independence that mostly meant loneliness and cheap beer. Relationships? Forget it. I dated a few women in high school, but nothing stuck. Deep down, I knew why. I'd always felt different, like I was hiding from myself. But in a city like this, where blue-collar guys like me were expected to be tough and straight as an arrow, admitting I might be gay felt like inviting a fistfight. That fateful evening started like any other. Rain hammered the windows as I stripped down in my tiny bathroom, the mirror fogging up from the hot water. I stepped under the spray, letting it pound away the grime of loading docks and forklift fumes. My mind wandered to nothing in particular. Maybe grabbing a pizza from the corner joint, or scrolling through my phone for some mindless distraction. That's when it happened. The door creaked open. No knock, no warning. And in walked this guy, fumbling with a towel that wasn't wrapped around him yet. He was built like an athlete, broad shoulders tapering to a lean waist, ink snaking up his arms in intricate patterns. His hair was wet, like he'd just come from somewhere else, and his eyes, hazel sharp, widened in horror as he realized his mistake. We both froze. Time stretched like taffy. I should have yelled, covered up, something. But instead, I just stared, heat rising in my chest that had nothing to do with the shower. He stammered an apology, backing up, but his foot caught on the threshold, and he nearly tumbled. "Man, I'm so sorry," he said, finally wrapping the towel around his hips. "New here, thought this was 3B. I'm Alex, by the way, Alex Rivera. Just moved in downstairs." I snapped out of it, grabbing my own towel from the rack. "Jason," I muttered, heart pounding. "No big deal. Happens, I guess." But it was a big deal. In that split second, something shifted. I'd never felt that kind of spark before. Not with anyone. Alex lingered for a beat too long, his gaze flicking over me before he laughed it off. "Cool. See you around, neighbor." The door clicked shut, and I leaned against the tile, breath ragged. What the hell was that? The next morning, I ran into him in the lobby. Chicago's winter wind howled outside, but inside, the air felt charged. Alex was juggling a coffee and a gym bag, his smile easy and disarming. "Hey, shower guy," he teased. "No hard feelings?" I chuckled, playing it cool. "Nah, you owe me a beer, though." It was a joke, but he nodded seriously. "Deal. Tonight, there's a dive bar down the block, Murphy's. My treat." I should have said no. I had work early, and this guy was a stranger. But curiosity won. That night, we met at Murphy's, the kind of place with sticky floors and neon signs buzzing overhead. Alex was from California, he told me, over IPAs and greasy fries. Moved to Chicago for a job in graphic design, escaping a messy breakup with his ex-girlfriend. "She cheated," he said flatly, but his eyes betrayed deeper hurt. I shared my own scraps of story. Growing up in a small Illinois town, dad a factory worker who drank too much, mom who left when I was 10. We talked for hours, the conversation flowing like we'd known each other forever. Under the table, our knees brushed, and neither of us pulled away. By closing time, we were walking back in the snow, shoulders bumping. At the building door, he paused. "Thanks for not making that shower thing weird." I shrugged. It wasn't weird. It was the most alive I'd felt in years. Inside, we parted ways, but sleep evaded me. I lay there, replaying his laugh, his stories. Was this attraction, or just loneliness? Days blurred into a routine laced with Alex. We'd grab coffee before my shifts, him sketching logos on napkins while I complained about overtime. One evening, he invited me over to watch a Bulls game. His apartment was a mirror of mine, cluttered with art supplies and takeout boxes, but it felt warmer. Midway through, beer loosening our tongues, he confessed, "You know, back in Cali, I experimented a bit, with guys. Nothing serious." My pulse raced. "Yeah," I said, casual as hell. "Me. I've thought about it." The air thickened. He leaned in, and suddenly we were kissing. Tentative at first, then hungry. His hands on my back, mine in his hair. It was like a dam breaking. That night changed everything. We tumbled into his bed, exploring each other with a mix of awkwardness and fire. It was my first time with a man, and it felt right, like puzzle pieces snapping together. Afterward, lying tangled in sheets, he whispered, "This wasn't a mistake." I believed him. For the first time, I wasn't hiding. But life in Chicago isn't a fairy tale. As weeks passed, our secret blossomed, stolen moments in elevators, late-night talks on fire escapes overlooking the glittering skyline. Alex introduced me to his world. Underground art shows in Wicker Park, jazz clubs in the Loop. I showed him mine. Greasy spoon diners, pick-up basketball at the park. We were falling hard, yet doubts crept in. Alex's phone buzzed constantly. Texts from his ex, he said. And me? I hadn't told a soul. My buddies at work would freak. Still, in his arms, nothing else mattered. One rainy afternoon, we hiked to Millennium Park despite the weather. Under the bean sculpture, distorted reflections staring back, he took my hand. "Jason, I'm all in." My heart soared. But as we kissed in the drizzle, I spotted a familiar face across the plaza. My old high school friend, Mike, eyes narrowing. Shit, the real world was closing in. The confrontation came sooner than I expected. Mike cornered me at work the next day, his forklift idling nearby. "Saw you in the park, man. With that guy. What the fuck, Jason? You gay now?" His voice dripped disdain. The word gay spat like poison. I froze, forklift keys digging into my palm. "It's not like that." I lied, but my face burned. Mike shook his head. "Your dad would roll in his grave. Keep that shit away from me." He stormed off, leaving me gutted. That night, I told Alex everything over pizza in his place. He pulled me close. "Fuck him. You're you, Jason. That's what I love." Love? The word hung there, electric. I kissed him fiercely, pushing doubts aside. Our relationship deepened amid Chicago's brutal winter. We spent Christmas holed up, exchanging cheap gifts, a sketchbook for him, a vintage Bulls jersey for me. New Year's Eve, we braved the crowds at Navy Pier, fireworks exploding overhead as we shared a midnight kiss. To us, Alex toasted with stolen champagne, but cracks appeared. His ex, Sophia, kept calling. "Just closure," he insisted, but I'd catch him staring at his phone, conflicted. One night, after a fight about it, he admitted, "I was bi-curious before, but with you, it's real. Scary real." Scary was right. My internalized shame bubbled up. I'd wake from nightmares of my dad yelling slurs, or work buddies shunning me. Alex sensed it, coaxing me out. "Come to my art show next week," he urged. "Meet my friends." I hesitated but agreed. The gallery in Logan Square buzzed with hipsters and wine. Alex's pieces, vibrant abstracts of cityscapes, drew praise. He introduced me as my boyfriend, Jason. The word thrilled and terrified. His friends were cool, welcoming, but I felt like an imposter, my warehouse boots clashing with their trendy sneakers. Post-show, we celebrated at a nearby bar. That's when Sophia showed up, uninvited, stunning in a red dress. "Alex, we need to talk," she said, ignoring me. Tension crackled. He stepped outside with her, leaving me nursing a beer. When he returned, face pale, he muttered, "She's pregnant. From before I left Cali." The world spun. "What?" I whispered. "It's not mine, or maybe it is. We hooked up right before the breakup." Betrayal sliced deep. "You didn't tell me?" He reached for me. "I didn't know until now." We argued in whispers, the night ruined. Back home, emotions erupted. "How could you hide this?" I yelled. Alex paced. "I was scared it'd ruin us." Tears streamed. We made up in bed, bodies speaking what words couldn't. But the seed of doubt planted. Sophia lingered like a ghost, texting updates. Alex swore he'd handle it. Paternity test pending. I tried to trust, but paranoia gnawed. Meanwhile, work turned hostile. Mike had blabbed. Whispers followed me. "Fag!" someone muttered in the break room. I punched a locker, knuckles bleeding. Spring thawed the city, mirroring our tentative healing. We took a road trip to Lake Michigan, camping under stars. By the fire, Alex confessed his fears. Growing up Latino in a conservative family, being bi wasn't an option. "But you make me brave." I shared my own scars, Dad's alcoholism, Mom's abandonment. You've given me a family, I said. We made love under the tent, waves crashing nearby. Felt pure, unbreakable. But reality intruded. Back in Chicago, Sophia's test confirmed. Alex was the father. He broke the news over dinner, eyes downcast. I have to step up, Jason. For the kid. My stomach dropped. What about us? He gripped my hand. We can make it work. Co-parenting from afar. I nodded, but inside, turmoil raged. Was this love or a ticking bomb? Tensions escalated when Alex's family visited from Cali. He asked me to stay away. They're traditional. It'd be too much. Hurt, I agreed, but resentment festered. Alone that weekend, I hit a gay bar in Boys Town for the first time. Strangers flirted, but I left early, loyal to Alex. Or so I thought. One evening, scrolling his phone while he showered, ironic, I found texts from Sophia. Miss you. Come back. His replies, complicated. Thinking, heart-shattering, I confronted him. You're still in love with her? He denied, but the fight exploded. You're pushing me away, he shouted. With your closeted bullshit. Doors slammed. I stormed out into the night rain. We reconciled days later. Apologies whispered in the dark. But the damage lingered. Summer brought heat waves and festivals, Pride in June. Alex dragged me there. Flags waving, crowds cheering. For the first time, I held his hand publicly, pride swelling. This is us, he said. Yet, as fireworks lit the sky, I wondered if it was enough. Unbeknownst to me, Sophia was moving to Chicago for the baby. Alex broke it that night. She needs support. Betrayal reignited. And me? I asked, voice breaking. He pulled me close. You're my heart. But words felt hollow. The high came crashing down like a Midwest thunderstorm. Sophia arrived in July, belly swollen, settling into an apartment Alex helped find, blocks from ours. He spent evenings there, setting up the nursery. While I stewed alone, jealousy poisoned everything. You're choosing her, I accused one night, after he canceled our plans. Alex exploded. It's my kid, Jason, not a choice. We hurled words like weapons. My insecurities, his divided loyalties. He stormed out, sleeping at her place. Alone, I drank myself numb, questioning everything. Was our meeting a mistake after all? Reconciliation attempts faltered. Sex became mechanical, conversations clipped. At work, the harassment peaked. Anonymous notes in my locker. Queer, go home. I confided in Alex, but he was distracted. Phone glued to his hand. Sorry, babe, he'd say absently. The breaking point loomed. It hit on a sweltering August evening. I came home early from a shift, flowers in hand, a peace offering. His door ajar, I pushed in, heart hopeful. Then I heard them, moans from the bedroom. Sophia and Alex, tangled in sheets, her hands on his back. Time froze. What the fuck? I roared. Alex scrambled up, face ashen. Jason, wait! But I bolted, world blurring through tears. Betrayal gutted me. How could he? After everything? I crashed at a motel that night, phone off, drowning in whiskey. Memories flashed. Our first kiss, lake nights, pride. All tainted now. Morning brought regret texts from Alex. It was a mistake. Stress got to me. Please talk. I ignored them, rage simmering. Days blurred in isolation. Work fired me. Attitude issues, they said. But I knew it was the rumors. Broke and broken, I wandered Chicago's streets, from the magnificent Miles glamour to the L train's rumble. One night, under the L tracks, I broke down, sobbing like a child. A stranger, a kind older man, stopped. You okay, son? He listened as I spilled it all. Love hurts, he said, but it heals too. Give yourself time. Alex hunted me down at my apartment a week later. I'm sorry, he begged, eyes red. Sophia and I. It was once. Nostalgia. But I love you, Jason. Love? The word mocked me. You betrayed me. I spat. Like everyone else. We argued for hours, truth spilling. His fear of fatherhood. My fear of abandonment. He admitted Sophia pushed, but he allowed it. I was weak. I shoved him out, door slamming on our future. Loneliness amplified. I came out to my remaining friends, mixed reactions, but some supported. Therapy helped, sessions in a dingy community center unpacking my past. You're worthy, the counselor said. But nights I ached for Alex. Rumors swirled. He and Sophia were trying as a family. It stung like salt in wounds. Climax erupted at a mutual friend's party in September. Alex was there, Sophia on his arm, her bump prominent. Our eyes met across the room. Pain, longing. He approached. Can we talk? Outside, under streetlights, emotions unleashed. I miss you, he confessed. Every day. Tears fell. You broke us, I said. But as he reached for me, I pulled back. Not like this. The fight turned physical, not violent, but raw. He grabbed my arm. I shoved. Let go. Neighbors peeked. Sophia emerged, yelling. Leave him alone, Alex. Chaos. Police sirens wailed in the distance. We scattered, hearts racing. In the aftermath, clarity dawned. I couldn't hate him forever. Forgiveness? Maybe. But trust was shattered. October brought crisp air and change. I applied for jobs, eyeing a move, maybe New York. Fresh start. Alex called incessantly. One voicemail. The baby's coming soon. I want you there. As a friend. I deleted it, but doubt lingered. The true high-wire act was the birth. Sophia went into labor early November. Alex texted. Hospital now. Please come. Against better judgment, I went. In the waiting room, tension thick, he hugged me fiercely. Thank you. Hours later, baby Elena arrived, tiny, perfect. Holding her, Alex's eyes softened. She's ours, all of us. Sophia, exhausted, nodded. He's right. But postpartum truths emerged. Alex confessed. I can't do this with her. It's you I want. Sophia overheard, tears flowing. Go, she said. Be happy. Drama peaked. Accusations, please. Alex chose, me, or family. He wavered. But in that sterile room, he whispered, Jason, let's try again. I hesitated, wounds fresh. Leaving the hospital, rain pouring, I faced him. No more lies. He nodded. But deep down, I knew rebuilding would be war. Winter gripped Chicago again, mirroring my internal freeze. Alex and I tiptoed back into each other's lives. Coffee dates, tentative touches. Sophia co-parented amicably, focusing on Elena. I want what's best, she said over awkward lunches. Trust rebuilt slowly, brick by brick. Therapy together helped, unpacking betrayal, fears. We're human, Alex said. Flawed, but fighting. Spring renewal brought hope. We moved in together, a fresh apartment in Lincoln Park. Parkside views, symbolizing growth. Elena visited weekends, her giggles filling the space. I bonded with her, uncle-like, reading stories in my lap. Work stabilized. A new job at a logistics firm. Inclusive environment. I came out fully, family remnants surprised but accepting. Be happy, son, my aunt texted. Romance reignited. Picnics by the lake where we'd camped before. Alex proposed on our anniversary under the bean, full circle. Marry me, Jason. No more mistakes. Tears mixed with yes. Wedding planning amid chaos. His family's initial shock, then warmth. Sophia attended as friend, Elena flower girl. But life tested us. Alex's job stress led to late nights. Old doubts surfaced. One argument. You cheated once. He held me. Never again. You're my anchor. We vowed communication, therapy ongoing. Humanity shown in small acts. Volunteering at LGBTQ centers. Sharing our story. Inspiring youth. Love wins, even messy, I told a teen. Alex's art flourished. Pieces dedicated to us. Abstracts of showers, symbolizing beginnings. Ketuk came not in drama, but quiet grace. Years later, Elena's first steps in our home. Sophia remarried happily. Alex and I, graying but strong, watched sunsets from our balcony. That shower mishap, he mused. Best mistake ever. I kissed him. Nothing's a mistake anymore. Our journey. Kitsch tin highs, emotional depths, Langman sparks, Nan Van lessons. Proved love's resilience. In America's heartland, Two men found home in each other, flaws and all. Not perfect but real, and that was enough.